What's up, everyone? Welcome to episode 15 of the CBR Show. With me, as always, is Bill. Bill, how are you?
Great.
All right. It's our first episode of 2023. And
Yeah.
I did just as much prep in 23 to start the year off as I did all of last year. That's very minimal.
I can think of a New Year's resolution for you.
Less prep work?
Yeah, you couldn't do less. That's impossible.
Dude, I had so much fun doing the unscripted show last time that I can't wait to do it again this time. I loved it so much, I figured, what's the point of prepping?
You know, if you didn't worry about it all day, it would kind of feel unscripted.
Yeah, that is true. Did you make any New Year's resolutions?
Oh, wow. I should call people more. Let's just make that right here in front of everybody.
Yeah, put
Let-
that
I'll-
on
if I could just do that this year.
People to call more. Bill's going to call more people.
How about you?
Ask them if they have car insurance or their car
Anybody.
warranty is about ready to expire. I made a couple. I'm not going to give them all away, but one of
They're
the.
not wishes, dude. It's not like a wish. You can tell us.
Are you sure? Because I told everybody about my first one and it didn't come true. My goal was to run every single day of the year, and I made it 5 days, and then I got too busy and had to decide between eating and running, and I decided to eat.
Yeah, that's a tough decision to make. Why didn't you run while you ate?
At least 1 mile a day, and yeah, I went with eating.
Running is for certain people, I have a feeling. And for certain people, it's not for them. You know, it's not for me.
I love running. And by the way, I apologize for all the background noise. I have construction going on in my house. That's why I'm not in my normal dwelling. And the screen may look a little bit different. Maybe it looks better. Maybe people will like this better. I don't know.
Is it all that YouTube money that's improving your house?
No, dude, it's just coming in droves. Your check's in the mail, Bill.
We don't even have any room for it all.
Yeah. Speaking of, let's just make some time for our sponsors. Our show is brought to you by the Ware Real Estate Brothers team. Are you
Ware
shopping
Brothers,
in
Real
New
Estate,
Jersey,
licensed in New Jersey,
Pennsylvania, Wyoming, Alaska, New Brunswick? All
Illinois,
the Ware Brothers.
Illinois.
Mm.
Call the Ware Brothers for all your real estate needs. If you're looking to buy or sell a house, thewarebrothers.com.
Mm-hmm.
We don't have a slogan. Help me with a slogan, everybody.
Ware Brothers.
Should have sold in it.
Hmm.
Probably.
I don't know. Let me think about it. How about like, don't you dare call anybody but the Ware Brothers?
How about de casa as you casa?
Hmm. Yeah, I don't know if you can do that these days, Bill.
I'll
Anyways,
work on it. I'll come back.
NFL, Ravens are out on probably the weirdest play I've seen in the playoffs so far. Not that the
One
playoffs
of the worst
are really-
plays in NFL history, definitely in playoff history.
Yeah, I think everybody knows you got to secure a football except for Huntley. They keep saying Lamar Jackson's going to be back next season. I doubt it. I think that's just the things they say until they don't come to an agreement. I don't believe he was fully hurt. I think he just wanted to stay healthy so he could try and get as much money or as much value as he can in the upcoming season. And I did hear a rumor. This is a rumor. We can maybe flash rumor on the screen that he will retire this offseason so he can't be franchise tagged by the Ravens.
Football's getting crazy, man.
Dude,
Just
football
play
is
the game. You know, it's a lot of money. I don't know.
The craziest thing ever was the Jacksonville comeback.
How about this? Oh, right. That was insane. How about this, Lamar? Get like a target, go out there and throw it at that target 500 times a day. Earn
like
that
your-
money.
I like where your head's at, Bill, because if he improves his accuracy, then maybe there's something to work with.
You
But,
shut up. He is not going to do that.
well, you got to give him 280 million guaranteed reasons to do it.
It's like a Playboy model when their looks go. Like when his legs go, he's going to have nothing, you know? Better start
Yeah.
laying some groundwork with some accuracy.
Yeah, he's no Joe Flacco, I'll tell you that much. Joe Flacco never been out all those games. I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
From
no,
Audubon, New Jersey,
playoffs
Joe
are great.
Flacco. What's that?
NFL playoffs are great, but that's because they're scripted and, you want to be entertained.
Eagles, I'm like anybody but the Giants. I don't know. You have certain teams. I just feel like since it's the Giants and since we should beat them, it's going to be an ugly game and we might lose. You know.
Giants defense is good enough to make it interesting, you
Yeah.
know? And that's the thing is that you get a couple drives where it doesn't happen what you want to happen, and then next thing you know, you're in a close game. It turns into a dogfight, and then it's all time management. But
Sometimes we play down too, like to certain teams. I don't know.
that's the beauty of the NFL. But I would say that if there's one team that stands out as like the front runner, it's the 49ers. They're polished all the way across the board. Even with
Nah,
Purdy.
no Buffalo.
Buffalo's not that good.
I haven't been paying enough attention, I must admit.
Buffalo is not that good. Buffalo may lose this week.
Who are they playing?
I don't know. Jacksonville, maybe?
But they may lose.
Whatever. I'm just saying.
Do it for
Scripted.
DeMar.
Look, the NFL's already writ out. They've already writ out. They've already wrote the script for this. It is 49ers, Bengals. 49ers win, much like they're going to compare it to the Joe Montana throw. It's going to be Purdy to Debo. It's
All written out.
and Joe Burrow will be the Boomer Esiason of his generation. There.
I have a feeling they're writing the Eagles in there.
If you don't see me tomorrow, Bill, that's because the NFL heard this and they know I'm on to their script.
Murph did not kill himself.
Can I tell you a funny story? Yeah. May I tell you a funny story?
Yeah.
All right, so I was getting set up for the podcast here, if you want to call it that.
You said
And I went over to the outlet where I plug in my computer, and on the floor was a big wet spot. And I was like, what is this? And then I thought for a minute that my dog had peed in the house. Now, he doesn't pee in the house. He's a really
Not
good
Bo.
dog. No, Bo does not do that. He's an angel. He's actually outside right now.
He's in there making football
He's
picks.
outside. So there was that brief moment where I had to stick my hand in the puddle and then smell my fingers to see if it was dog pee.
Sure.
And you know what it was?
What was it?
It wasn't dog pee. It was the complete opposite. It was one of those aroma things. I plugged it in upside down, so every time it kicked on, it would squirt the stuff on the ground.
Like a glazed plug-in?
It was the opposite of dog pee. It was a very floral scent that I had on my fingers.
No. Right.
Yeah. Yeah. It's kind of like sticking your finger in what you think is dog shit and ends up being Tootsie Roll.
Did you go no to the thing? No, and then slap it and put its face in the liquid?
I rubbed the face front of it in there and then plugged it in. And actually, it's outside right now.
It's what? It's outside?
Yeah. Yeah. I put it
Cowering.
outside.
Did you do this?
Yeah. No
You
treat.
smell it. As soon as you smell it, it cowers even more.
The beauty
Who
of
was
this
you?
if my wife was home, I'd be getting in trouble for plugging it in upside down. But she doesn't listen to these podcasts, so I confessed free and clear.
No danger of that.
Yep. Anyways,
She's like a lot of people.
well, yeah, that is true. That is true. But she especially doesn't listen, even if she has it on.
She makes a point to not listen.
Yeah, she puts it on and then completely ignores it.
And puts her fingers in her ears
Yeah.
while she looks at you.
Yeah. Yeah.
No,
She
go well.
listens to the whole thing and says, "What was that about?" Anyways, we're having too much fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I got a thing for you. That something that we do at work, a little game. And would you like to be interested in playing?
I'm not doing anything,
No,
Okay.
no butt stuff.
I know what you guys do at work.
Guess the hand. All right, here we go. This game is called Yay or Nay. Yay or nay.
Yay or nay.
And you just say whether you would or you wouldn't. And I'm going to ask you some things. Usually we play it a certain way, but I've kind of altered it a little bit to be
Naked.
acceptable for the podcast, and then won't get any of us fired. All right.
Okay.
You ready? Yay or nay, Bill? Yay or nay? S'mores.
You can't fire those that don't have a job. I'm just
That
saying.
is true. So fine. S'mores. Yay or nay on s'mores?
Yay. They're messy, but yay, for sure. How about you?
I'm a nay on s'mores. Never
Am I
like.
allowed to ask? Okay, you're out. Why? You got to tell me that.
I just don't like marshmallows.
Oh.
Does that make me a bad person?
You're one of those people, like, I hate when kids are, like, at my house and, like, I give dessert out and they're like, I don't like chocolate. And I'm like, well, then your parents let you not like something that's delicious and they failed you. Did your parents ever just take you into a room and spank you for not liking for not liking marshmallows like that in front of? That's embarrassing.
No, marshmallows are gross, dude. They've always been gross.
All right, let's move on. We don't need to dwell on this.
All right, yay or
Yay.
nay? Bill says yay to s'mores. I say nay.
Yeah.
Yay or nay in-flight food? Like they give you a little sandwich in a bag. Yay or nay on that?
I'm nay on everything in flight. I don't need stuff on my tray table. And when I fly with my kids and they put all their stuff on my tray table, it just drives me nuts, dude. I'm nay. What about you?
I'm a nay, yeah. Like, it's just processed garbage. I'm going to bring my own snacks. You know, I'm going to smuggle a candy bar in my butt onto
Or you could be like the lady that was next to me that was like, "Oh, Indian."
Yeah, no.
In the, right next to me in the cabin of the plane.
All right, yay or nay,
Yeah,
dirty
yay.
water hot dogs?
Nay. I don't get it. How about you?
Either. I thought you would be a yay for a dirty water hot dog.
Why are these hot dogs in water?
I don't know. And who is walking, like, I've never been walking down the street and being like, oh, you know what? I really want a hot dog. Oh, this guy's got a bin full of them in water where he's got to take it and they just like shake it and then they put it in the bun. Dude,
I'm a rollers guy.
So
All the way
gross.
rollers. I love rollers. I want rollers in my house. Like, why when I redecorate my kitchen and they present ovens to me is a roller attachment not something they present to me?
That is a good idea. Where you come home and there's just hot dog spinning on it all day long, glistening.
You take the one from the back because it's burned.
I think that's why they call them glizzies. Oh, there's a vacuum cleaner going now. Even better, this podcast is going right to number 1. Watch out, Joe Rogan. All right, yay or nay? Yay or nay, Helen Mirren?
Big
Ah.
yay. Is this not as an actress?
Yay or nay?
Yay on both accounts.
All right, yeah.
How about you?
My buddy loves her, and I just threw that in as just a little nod to him.
1923. Oh, yeah. So, shout out.
Giddy up. All right. So,
Mr.
Bill,
Skin.
did you play yay or nay? I can't play next week.
Oh, that's everybody?
Yeah, that's it. I only came up with 4. That was all the prep. I said I did very little prep work. That's it. And I have one other thing, but I don't know that we want to roll into it right yet.
Well, I've got some stuff to talk about, talking points.
Yes. Lay it
All
on.
right. So I'm just kind of reading these in no particular order. First off, Louisiana, I don't know if you heard this, requires you to put in your driver's license information to be on Pornhub. Have you heard this?
No.
It's like, how bad do you want to be on Pornhub? I would not put my driver's license in there.
No. Why do you have to do that?
I guess it's probably all porn sites. Dude, Louisiana, I guess, because Jesus.
Oh, man, that vacuum cleaner is super loud. Sorry, listeners.
I think this can cancel. I think this cancels noise because
Okay.
I barely hear it.
All right, well, that's good.
So let's see. Did you hear the story? This is funny, not funny, just like a story I told the other day. The other week? Did you hear the story about the guy, the car that drove off the cliff with the family in it?
Yeah.
Not too long ago.
Yep.
Can you not hear me?
No, I'm just trying to shield the microphone from the vacuum cleaner.
Okay. So did you hear about the car that drove off the cliff, the SUV?
Yeah, kill
where he
himself.
lived?
His family in there, and the Tesla saved their lives.
Yeah. So it's not funny that he did that, but the thought to me is funny because I imagine since they're saying he did it on purpose, that he was like, "Honey," he said some sort of monologue, right? And then boom, over the guardrail, and he's like, "To hell with all you!" Crash, and then they're just sitting there at a certain point. I'm sure everybody's conscious, and that's how I imagine it. And he's just like, "Kidding," you know what I mean? It was all a joke.
How do you explain? Sorry, I'm on the move. That vacuum
Yeah, I
cleaner
see
is
that.
getting louder and closer. I'm going to do
Those
some.
of you who are listening, Murph is walking through his home. What's that making you? What was that?
All right, yeah.
Who's the kid in the corner? Was that from 3 Men and a Baby?
What? What are you talking about?
What?
All right, yeah, dude. Can you imagine you go through all that and then you got to explain that you were just kidding? It was an accident. Whoops! I didn't mean to drive off the cliff. The direction.
All that stuff I said was a joke.
Yeah. No, it's terrible. We're going to hell. But yeah, I'm with you, man. How do you explain that one? You're not supposed to survive that. Oh yeah, well, I'll show you. And then you're like, and nobody's harmed. I don't think any of them were seriously harmed.
That to me, that's funny that he had to like that awkward silence for a little while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you guys okay? And they said, yeah. He's like, damn it. Oh,
Let's
that's
start
terrible.
over, kids.
Cut
Let's
this
start
out.
over. I know I said some things. Man. All right.
I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it.
I'm sure you heard.
On that
What's that?
last rollover, I realized how much I care about you all. But anyways, this is a terrible
Yeah.
joke. Cut this out of the podcast. Good thing nobody listens, or else.
All right. Listen, Dana White, right? Dana White, as you know, he got in trouble for, let's just say, slapping his wife, right? But is it a coin? Like, I'm not a conspiracy theory guy, but evidently, Power Slap League just debuted on TBS. Was it cross promotion?
Wow, that's another. Boom. Did you
Listen.
see that video?
No, I didn't watch the video. Maybe that's why I could joke about it.
I guess he hit his. I didn't know that he hit his wife. I didn't hear that story. I'm not up on the news. That's why I have to come to this podcast.
Yeah, to get your news. So he got in trouble for New Year's. It was on New Year's or something. His wife slapped him, and then he slapped her, which you should never slap women. All right.
I do not condone physical violence in any.
You should never
means.
slap anybody. But
Keep your hands to yourself.
well, let's hope it's not cross promotional. His wife's kind of nervous because the World Series of crotch kicking, he's launching that soon. So that's.
Oh, that one bombed. But did you see the video?
I loved it.
Did you see the video of the guy getting slapped and his face was like?
Oh no! In the power slap?
Yeah, Bill. You're getting blurry or I'm getting ready to pass out. I can't figure out. Okay, now you're back.
No, sometimes it does that, but that's not the end product. I think.
All right, good. Because I'm glad I'm not about ready to pass out. Because
I feel blurry.
Podcast.
Right.
He gets slapped in the face, and his whole face is like deformed now from the injury. And he won, and he won $5,000. That's it.
To just let somebody slap you is very crazy. Like, it's macho to a point where. Do any women do this? It seems like something women would go, no, that's where I draw the line, letting myself get slapped in the face.
Women are smarter than us, Bill. Women are smarter.
Yeah, I know that. I'm aware.
Man,
let's see what else. I was really into that Dana White joke. All right. Larsa Pippen is dating Michael Jordan's son. Do you know this?
Pippen and Jordan together again.
So Scottie Pippen's wife, Scottie Pippen's wife is dating Michael Jordan's son. Of all the people in the world, couldn't they?
Scottie Pippen's wife.
Yes.
Not his daughter.
Ex-wife.
Oh, that's weird.
She's young.
Oh, is she? How young?
So like, of all the people to date, what you could have? Is that spite? You think she's like, all right, I'll show you Scottie.
Yeah, but she didn't even get the good Jordan. She got like an offspring Jordan.
All right. Well, the real Jordan was like probably taken. I'm guessing.
Maybe.
Maybe.
They already did it. Stuff.
Yeah.
Together.
I just like that's crazy. Like I went to the Revolutionary War Museum and George Washington's granddaughter married Robert E. Lee's grandson. Why does this happen? I don't know.
Illuminati, bro. That's why it happens.
Speaking of, Michael Jordan's 97 Upper Deck game jersey card, so it has a little swatch of his game jersey in the card, sold for $840K at auction. Did you hear this?
No.
What's your best card? What's your most valuable card is all I want to know.
My most I got two cards that I would say are my most valuable. One would be my 1965 PSA 8 Brooks Robinson.
Whoa. Should we look up the value?
I have a 1980, what is it, 83, 82, 1982 Topps Update Cal Ripken rookie card, PSA grade 8 as well. That one's like 200 some bucks.
The Iron Man. Now, have you lost value? Is it lost value in your head since he didn't play that one game because what happened? He cheated with Kevin Costner's wife?
Bill, the game was postponed. Kevin Costner did not play because the light cord was cut or some shit like that. And he got into a fight.
Cal Ripken didn't play.
Cal Ripken didn't play because he got into a fight with Kevin Costner, and then they pulled the plug on the lights, and so they didn't have enough lights to play.
They told Cal, you got enough play today, all right?
Yeah. Dude, the craziest thing about that podcast is how they talked about him. If Cal Ripken was injured, he would get himself tossed from the game, and it would still count as a start because if you get ejected in the first inning, second inning, whatever, they don't worry about innings logged. You still count it as a start. So if he was hurt, he would go out there, argue with the ref, and get tossed.
Yeah. I always thought Favre's streak was more impressive just because Favre got sacked like 500 times while he played. How many? What's that?
Bet Favre.
Brev Favre and Woogie. Good. I remember. Finally, I remembered something on this.
That's a good name.
Podcast.
Woogie.
Woogie.
My next dog is going to be called Woogie.
Yeah, Woogie. Sometimes my face gets red like Woogie. I got to put ointment on it. You know, you got to bare your soul to people.
Yeah.
Murph.
Love blisters.
What else? A 6-year-old shot his teacher. I mean,
God damn, you got dark. Is it?
are you watching The Last of Us on HBO Max?
No, is it any good?
Well, it's like my favorite. I know you said that, no, I don't play video games. This is a quote from Murph. People in our audience that play video games. He said, "No, Bill, I won't play video games. I have a life." This is what he said.
No, that's not what I said.
What did you say?
You said, oh, you got to join in. It was going to be you, Shinigami, and me, and I was going to watch you guys play. We were going to play video games, and I said, I don't play
When you
video
say that,
games. I'm an adult. I'm an adult. But that's a lie because just the other day I played some Call of Duty with my son for a little bit.
When you say it, it did sound a little childish when you just said that. I was going to watch you two play video games. Oh, man.
Is your mom home? Is she going to make the bagel bites?
Yo.
Does your mom have Sunny Delight? Yo, are you rich? You have Sunny Delight?
Hey, does your TV still have porn but scrambled and then sometimes unscrambled?
Do you remember being a kid and going to someone's house and they had like all the really good foods and you think they were rich? Or
That was my house.
That was your house?
Yeah.
Not my house. It was like we had the knockoff drinks and sodas and shit, and then like I'd go to my friend's house and they'd have like Coke products and Sunny Delight and
Dude, I was doing Cheez-Its hand over fist, dude. Jesus, just I go home now still. It's Cheez-Its and Triscuits in the same cabinet. Like I don't have anything good at my house. Nothing good. But that's by design, you know?
Hey, you live your life, man.
Because I can't trust myself if I have, like, let's say Doritos, there goes the bag. Gone.
Yeah, and you know what? They fill those bags with a lot of air, so you're being a little too hard on yourself.
Hey, we've been off the air for about 2 weeks, enough time for 2 Yellowstone spinoffs to be announced.
Ah.
Dennis Quaid starring in 1883. And then there's also one called 6666 about the 4 Sixes Ranch from some time period, I'm sure, where life sucked and it was hard. That's what 1923 taught me. Don't watch this show. That's what.
Did
when
you
I
watch
saw 1923, the first half of it, I thought, I'm going to watch something else.
Oh, really? I haven't watched it. I don't think I have Paramount to watch it.
There's something. I consider you like a global, not a gigolo, not like a male gigolo, global gigolo, but a global world traveler.
Who, me?
So not like Deuce Bigelow, European gigolo.
Yeah, I've never
If
left.
I said the words, I want to get your opinion. I'm just going to say Prince Harry to
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
Thoughts?
What do I think about it?
Yeah.
I don't know. What am I supposed to be thinking about it? I haven't
You
paid
haven't
attention to
been
him.
paying attention?
No.
Wake up!
Dude.
Pay attention to the important stuff, like imaginary royals.
Oh, I'm like, dude, I'm too busy. Like I sat down last night at like 10:30 and was like, I want to watch TV. And the only thing I watched for 15 minutes, I watched Severance. Have you seen that?
Oh, I've heard it's pretty good.
That's what I heard, so I thought I'd give it a try, but it was like 15 minutes of being depressed, and then I was like, great, now I'm depressed.
Yeah, it happens.
No, I know Harry and his wife are up to, some shenanigans. The Queen died with a broken heart. I mean...
Well, Katie is listening to... he wrote a book, Harry. And Katie's listening to his book, and for one, I can't stand his voice. Maybe it's because I don't like him. And so that's how I feel. Spoiler alert. But number two, just the stuff he's saying, I just imagine that he sucks. I don't know. I just imagine this is the viewpoint from the kid that sucks. You know what I mean?
He's just there's always that one bad seed of the family.
Right. And he's like, of course, no families are perfect. Royal families have to be screwed up. You know? But what are you doing?
I don't know, man. I don't know. I mean, the only thing I think about when you say that is like, I don't know. I just think that like, whatever, do your thing, dude. I mean, he had a pretty shitty upbringing, and so he probably internally has resentment towards the royal family because of his mother's death, and so therefore, this is just all his internal struggle bubbling up to the surface, and he's fighting them now. So kind of like good for him, you know. Stand your ground, Harry.
There you go.
I
See,
support Harry.
we're like Skip Bayless and Shannon Sharp.
Yeah.
I'm Shannon
Okay.
Sharp.
Oh yeah, you want to talk about that?
Um, yeah, that's all I have.
Well, you said Skip Bayless and Shannon Sharp.
No, but that's all I have. We can talk about that. We can talk about the thing that you
I, wa-
had.
I watched a little bit of it, the Skip Bayless Shannon Sharp thing. Uh, I felt like Skip Bayless's comment was just he just poorly worded a tweet, and you can kind of look at it both ways. But I feel like if you didn't read it all the way, you jumped the gun and you're like, this guy's a dick. And then when you read it all the way, you're like, yeah, I think he's ultimately saying that the guy's life is more important, but he should have said
Wow.
that first.
I
And
just like
then,
that Shannon Sharp was calling him out. I just because I don't like him.
yeah, I don't like
So
Skip Bayless either.
I
He's
was
a
just to get him.
crybaby. Yeah, just go away. Go away, Skip Bayless.
Yeah, stop counterpointing everybody.
Yeah, and I don't know if anybody saw this is super hyper local, but the Baltimore Orioles owner, one of the owners, and I think Dan Connolly or a writer asked him a question if the Orioles were going to be sold or moved to Nashville or whatever in the middle of like a press conference about donating money to underprivileged youth in Baltimore City.
Anyways.
And the dude, he lost his mind about it and
Uh-oh.
was like, "How dare you ask that question at this event?" And it got really
Yeah.
kind of ugly.
Yes, we're leaving.
Yeah. Yep.
Well,
But
now we are because you asked me that.
yeah, yeah. So that's it. And then there's always the Twitter battle going on. I think Elon Musk. I hope he has a great plan because the whole Twitter thing, like I had the blue check, and then they tried to up the price to $11, and I was like, no, no good. No, there was no bonus to the blue
Month.
check, like they said.
I heard the
So
Taliban bought a bunch of blue checks and people weren't happy.
did they?
Yeah,
Your
it's
blue.
really me. I'm that asshole that kills people and stuff.
Oh Lord. Let's see. Joe Biden had some top secret documents in his Corvette or something.
Dude, did it? His wallpaper is top secret documents.
What is going on in the world? It's like you have one side. I've completely given up on politics after this because it's
Horrible.
like after the Twitter files where they exposed all that crap about. We're getting deep down the rabbit hole, and definitely I didn't kill myself if I'm not alive in a couple days. But you had the Twitter files that were released where it showed the Democratic Party's influence on Twitter involving the FBI and all this to like possibly influence election results. I didn't kill myself. And then lastly, what was I going to say? Oh, now you have that they had classified documents the whole time that they were blaming, the big red orange or the big orange guy
Right?
about. I don't even want to say his name, but like, so now I just give it like both sides are bad. Both sides are
And as my
bad.
wife said, when they found the first documents, you'd think Joe would be like, all right, let's get in there and, all right, let's get rid of those documents. Anything else? He's like, nah, just keep them. Hold on to them.
Yeah, no, they're all crooked. But hey, I got another game for you, Bill. If you want to play.
I love games. Let's go.
It comes from let's call this game "Would you date them or would you not?" All
All
right,
right.
and we discovered this Twitter page. Speaking of Twitter, called Mug Shawties, SHAWTYS. And on this page, they have pictures of women that have been arrested and their crimes. And it's a fun little game. You just say like, "Would you take them on a date or not?"
Now, is this, with the baggage that they have, obviously?
Yeah, like so yeah,
Okay.
like with the premise is like that they've been arrested for this.
Right.
Would you still take them out on a date?
Am I willing to look past it? Sure.
Yeah,
I'm
and
forgiving. I'm
like
forgiving.
of course, with something like this, they're only going to have attractive women, and so hopefully, people that listen to this and see the video are not going to judge us and say we're being, uh, you know, just being douchebags. But it's funny. It's funny that they've been arrested, and we're now deciding whether or not that is too much for us to handle or not enough.
Shouldn't have gotten arrested.
Yeah, so here we go. Mug shorties.
I'm ready. Everybody watching this, if anybody does, pardon me looking down. I hate the way I look when I look down, but here we go.
Well, we love. Can you see it?
Oh, yeah, it's coming up. Mug shouties.
All right, there it is in all its glory. All right, we're going to go with this girl right here.
Okay.
Wanton endangerment in the first degree, fourth degree assault, first degree criminal mischief.
Got into a
It
vehicle.
says
Okay.
she got into a verbal altercation with a man. She then hit the man with her vehicle and damaged his vehicle significantly by scratching it.
So she hit him and his vehicle, or?
Yeah, she hit him, I guess, with her vehicle and then scratched his vehicle.
I'm a hard pass on this one.
Yeah, that's a lot. I think I would, if she hadn't have scratched his vehicle, I would say, you know what, there's still a chance we don't know the whole story.
I could be that guy next, right? And then I'm like, this is what she did to the last guy. God.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Next one. Disorderly conduct with fighting.
I thought she had a neck tattoo at first. All right,
Yeah, I
let's.
think it was a neck tattoo. Disorderly conduct with fighting. I feel like she was at a Addams Family like audition, and then got
Wednesday?
into a fight with
This
somebody in line
Thursday.
while they were practicing lines. Yeah, to be Wednesday, and then an altercation broke out. So yeah, that's not. I don't feel like she's really that bad of a criminal.
No, I would hear her out to see what happened. You know, she was just fighting. That happens. Maybe she's protecting her man.
Yeah, I don't know what's up with them bangs though. Never try. I get a little worried when I see girls.
Got a good bone structure, though.
Yeah. She does. Very, very good chin line.
Her face looks like a blank palette, but I don't like makeup that much. I don't know how you women take all that off at night. Like, I would just sleep with it constantly. My pillow would just be makeup.
All right, here's the one thing that you're probably not realizing, and I'm gonna say it.
Yeah?
Did the fight involve her losing her eyebrows?
I think they were off beforehand. I don't think they scraped her face along the concrete.
All right.
She gets up, she's like,
just check.
yes,
All right.
I would hear her out.
Driving while impaired. I'm taking her on a date. That's low hanging fruit right there.
Was her license revoked? I need to know.
Doesn't say things they don't tell you.
Sometimes I need a ride. I would need to know what she was impaired on. I'd hear her out.
Yeah. Well. All right.
She looks annoyed, though.
Here we go. This is a good one. Burglary and 4 counts of theft by taking.
By taking.
Neighborhood house sitter. She was the neighborhood house sitter. She stole $30,000 in jewelry, clothing, and guns from her neighbors and her own family.
What other types of theft is there? Theft by taking, theft by
A fraud, you know.
oh, fraud, theft by fraud. Okay, no,
Yeah.
see that you don't do that to your family. You know, as Vin Diesel says, it's about family. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, if you really want to get a good chuckle, you look over here at this comment by Mitch Fattel, and he says, "One other thing she stole that they can't report: the key to my
Key to
heart."
my heart. He's a comedian, Mitch Fatel. She is like a young Ariana Grande or whatever, same age probably. Who knows?
Is he really a comedian?
Yeah, Mitch Fatel. Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, he says he likes muffins. All right.
I believe it.
So there's
All
that
things
one.
like
Let's do a
muffins.
couple more. Here we go. Ooh. This is Juice WRLD's ex-girlfriend.
Oh, she's got drugs. Let's see.
Yeah. Possession of meth or cocaine with purpose to deliver, possession of drug paraphernalia, and theft of property. Rapper Juice WRLD's ex-girlfriend, Ali Lati, arrested with her new boyfriend. Now, he doesn't grace mug shawties, so we don't know what he did, but
Right.
Ali Lati, rapper Juice WRLD's ex-girlfriend. Now, for those of you that don't know, and the only reason I know this is because my son loves Juice WRLD. Juice WRLD has passed away. R.I.P.
R.I.P.
Yeah, and let's not look at God, Lord, Mitch Fattel. He's got some real. His comment here says she can possess my penis whenever she wants. Can I get an amen?
We know what Mitch Fatel's doing, not doing gigs. She
Lord,
does
he's
have
not-
a neck tattoo, unlike the other one that I thought had a neck tattoo. I am a pass on this one.
Yeah, I'm
sure.
gonna pass this one too. She looks like she's confused of why she's being arrested. And here's the question: meth and cocaine are two different drugs. How does law enforcement not know where they just throw a "or" in there? Possession of meth or cocaine? We're not sure which.
Or sugar. Or flour.
Yeah, or flour. All
Yeah.
right, here we go.
Here we go.
DUI, boring. I'm gonna skip
Mm.
past that. All right, here we go. There we go. This
Oh,
one right.
wow.
Yeah, this one I feel like that isn't a mugshot. That's like a headshot, and she was trying out for like the Gilmore Girls.
Yeah, this is not a yeah. This is very descriptive. Let's see. She
Assault.
hired a photographer for that one. She was like, she got arrested. She was like, I have my own photographer.
Yeah, she said, "Is this going on mugshot?" If so, I
All
bought
right.
my own shot.
She was
Assault.
kicked. It's very descriptive. Assault was kicked out of a bar. Later returned to get in the bouncer's face, hitting him with a bottle on his chest multiple times until the bouncer was able to get her to the ground, where she bit his arm.
Man, I am not dating her.
Tenacious, huh?
I mean, I appreciate her tenacity and not willing to give up so easily, but at the same time, you know who needs to give up? Mitch, because look, oh no, I just jumped to his comment.
Oh,
He says the same thing. He just has
Jesus.
a penis.
I'd like her to assault. Oh my
Yeah.
God, Mitch.
Mitch,
Low-hanging fruit, literally.
yeah, Mitch might be he's a creeper. Oh, aggravated assault with a deadly weapon.
I pass on her. Pass.
Possession of controlled substance. Maybe. Look, these eyebrows here really have me
Hey.
concerned with this lady. Injury to personal property.
Those are devious eyebrows. Like,
Yeah.
you look at her, you're immediately thinking, what are you thinking? What are you up to?
She's scheming, bro. All right. Fraud. Scammed over $400,000 on GoFundMe.
Oh, one of these liars? No.
I'm taking her out on a date, but she's paying.
She's one of these people like, I have cancer. Nope, just kidding.
Yeah. Let's see. Well, that guy
Does
didn't
she have the 400 grand?
Yeah.
No Mitch Fatel?
All right. One more. You ready?
Even Mitch Fatel wouldn't comment on her.
Yeah. Let me see if I can find this other one here.
Let's get Mitch on the show.
We'll get Mitch on the show and we'll ask him about this. Maybe we'll help him out. All right. I got two more. I got this one. Originally charged with attempted first-degree murder and assault with a deadly weapon, but those charges were reduced to reckless endangerment. A homeless man asked her to move her Porsche while he was trying to sleep on the sidewalk, and she argued with him and then shot him twice.
Misunderstanding?
It was just reckless endangerment, Bill.
Is she one of these people that like, I'm conceal and carry? I carry it on my hip.
I guess she brandished it.
I don't want to go to the range, dude. I'm not
There's more.
interested.
Oh, look at that. That girl, that looks like
What is that?
Yeah, that looks like the cover of a movie.
Yeah.
Here we go. This girl right here, battery, family violence, right here.
Is she a Kardashian?
Yeah, well, it says, this is an update. So that was the one they originally put up there. And then they put in the comments, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. And that's from the Mug Shotties admin, which I guess is a resume builder.
Wayne Gretzky, Michael Scott.
Yeah, and then it says here, this guy says, the girl comments, would you? And then he said, is that you? Yes, I would. And she said, yeah, it's me. So she saw her own mugshot. Was communicating with a guy. And then he says, when am I taking you out? And she says, you tell me. And then they had a little interaction. So it looks like you can find love on mugshotties.
Her next victim, baby.
Yeah, that guy's going to be battery, family violence, attempted murder, and theft when they don't pay the bill at the restaurant.
She's one of these crazy people. You know when you meet people and they go, you're like, you meet them and you're with them for a few minutes and they've let you know everything that's wrong with their entire life. And you're like, oh, this person's crazy. You know, oh, my mom, this, my dad, this, me, this, I'm sick. You ever meet these people?
Oh, they're the worst.
I can't get away from them fast enough. I'm like, okay, I gotta.
Energy vampires, as my one buddy says. Energy vampires.
My God.
Well, that's all I got, Bill. I don't know.
Man, I think we should leave the people wanting more. It's been 43 minutes about.
Oh, dude. You know what? Time flies when you're having fun.
Minus the intro.
And they got introduced to the world's best game of yay or nay.
Absolutely.
And then they got introduced to mug shawties. And you had a joke about fast cooking contest. So
About what? Yeah, slapping. Crotch
Ding,
kicking.
like, build up.
Hey, remember to like or subscribe. On that note, ring the bell.
Ding ding. Game over. See you next week, guys.
We're out.
Hang up.